to the people. Hey to the people. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey to the people. Welcome to the Love and Marriage Huntsville review. My name is Chase. This is No Chaser TV. With me, y'all know that thing over there. That's Tori B. Child, I get. Oh, excuse me. That's Tori B. Tori B. How are you doing today? Because everybody says that I bully you.
We tussle from time to time, but that ain't nothing new, child.
She the real bully. That's what I'm trying to figure out what the hell y'all be watching. Anyway, that's Tori B. And down to the bottom is our new friend, Deidre. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm well. We're so glad to have you here. I'm really excited to hear what you have to say about this because are you a Love and Marriage Huntsville Date One watcher?
I am.
Oh, Lord. All silky. Okay, so that she passed the test, y'all, because y'all got me rewatching all this shit, and I'm tired. I had to take a break. I'm at season 6, and I'm like, okay, it's overload right now, so I'm gonna pick back up this week. I promise, I'm pick back up this week, but it's overload. It's too much. With that being said, you guys make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, like Carlos King says, so you can get the notifications as it happens that we're having a show. Last week was our 500 week, and we've been around the clock every day giving you people something. This week, I'm tired. Leave me alone. With that being said, Deidre, you're new here. So what I want to know is who is your least favorite cast member on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and who is your favorite? So we can get this out of the way now.
My least favorite would automatically be Martell. But I don't have a favorite. I had a optimistic thing for Lunel and her past because it was a lot, but that's since changed. So I don't have a favorite. It's just them. They're interesting to watch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
I agree with her.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite either.
I don't have a favorite either.
Yeah, me neither. I really
I've
don't.
been accused of having a favorite, but I don't have a favorite.
Okay, TKC be on that ass, baby. Do you ever say it?
I don't have a favorite.
He tried you, but he tries and fails. Anyway, so let's just get right on into it because we're picking up here in the middle of Ken and Tricia's extended scene. Why?
Hello.
Why?
Yeah, because when it's centered around them, I'm bored.
Well, I'm not bored, but it's just like, I don't know if I'm bored. I think Ken has a natural television personality. Mm-hmm. He's a natural. He's eloquent, thoughtful, provoking. I think that Latricia either does not have an outgoing personality for television, or it's her first season as Jitters, and she's like, what the fuck did I sign up for? You know what I mean? So let's get into it. Tricia says that she has fears of marrying again, but she is with Ken with intentions to marry him. She said that her ex changed after they got married, and Ken feels like she kind of doesn't want to get a divorce, and that's something that's always playing in the back of his head as they've been together 2 years, and nothing has even been initiated on either end. Not in the papers, much less a conversation. Tricia says that she is scared, but ready to expedite the process of divorce and feels like it can be resolved in the next few months. She is, again, scared to get married. And Ken says, nah, you need to be scared to stay married. I'm like, oh, not like a man to be forceful. Wait a minute, Ken. That's why I got to be scared. What you going to do to me, Ike? Anyway, I don't really feel like Ken is the Ike Turner type anyway, but I just thought it was like, okay. I wanted to say, Tricia don't want to get married. Mm-hmm. It's very obvious. It's blatantly clear that she does not want to get married. Deidre, the Ken and Latricia of it all. That's a good man, Savannah. What's going on?
I have been where she is. Okay. When I was married, once we called it quits the very first time, it was a year and a half before we decided to get back together. And the reason I decided to go back was because I felt like I couldn't move on with anyone, considering I had this over my head, unfinished business. So I feel like with her, considering it's been so long, that's a safety net. And to her, if I come out of this, is this really going to be something? Or can I go back to, I know I can always go back because we're still here. So I think for her, that's where she is. She's battling that do I leave or do I stay? Because of the comfort in, hey, I don't have to talk to nobody if I don't want to because I'm still married. So like it's that, yeah.
That is an interesting perspective that I don't have because I've never been there.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Wow, I never thought about that. Run, Ken, run.
Yes.
That's what it sounds like to me. You wasting time,
yes. Agreed.
Tori B, I know you got something you got to say on it. Come on, tell me about it.
Folks, Black community.
Oh, Lord.
When you deal with traumatic things, stop laughing because this is a stigma in our community.
Everybody. Everybody. Go ahead.
I'm speaking from experience.
Yes, go ahead. No, you're fine. Funny.
Did she ever go get help after her parents passed? Did she, do you need to go to therapy, sis? Heal from this relationship. Instead, you jumped into another relationship. And it's absolutely true. She could have filed for divorce. And if that man ain't signed, they would have granted her a divorce. So 5 years, you not filing is a problem for me. And Ken has every right to be scared because it just doesn't seem like she's ready, for lack of a better term, to pull a trigger on the divorce. And I don't know if she's emotionally available or if she has the emotional intelligence to really be honest with him and just say she's not ready or there's something holding her back. I've been in a relationship on and off for 15 years before. And I know security and all of that. I've been there. It actually takes a lot more to leave than it does to stay. So I get it.
I agree.
There you have it. I'm glad I got people because I'm not. So I don't know nothing about that, okay? So I'm glad y'all was up here to talk to it. It's because I was like, leave him. Leave her. Run, Ken. All right, Nell wants a new closet. To put all her old ass clothes in.
Not old ass clothes. Stop.
I'm joking. I have not watched season 6. I started season 6. So I have not seen 6 and season 7. I saw like the Houston trip, you know what I mean? And of course the scene that everybody was talking about that went viral when Nell and her son going back and forth or whatever it was at the family dinner or something like that, right?
Right.
So I've seen that, but I don't really know Nell in like how I've watched the first 5. I feel like I got a good temperament on the other girls and other cast members. So I don't know, Nell. I'm just having fun with Nell. She's worried about Stormy and Tisha getting into it after their intense reunion exchange, and that's like, now I got to finish the damn show because I'm not really able to speak to what this is about. I've seen the clips, but I'm going to let you guys talk about it when it's time. And Chris's daughter will not be coming because she's busy going down to the blogs, wearing Nell ass out. Nell has tried to make it right with Lexi, but Lexi does not want to make it right with Nell because she say that Nell was a sideline hoe. She's a sideline hoe. You hoe. That's what Nell said. Not Nell, but what Lexi said about Nell. So I don't have to do with that. Is Nell, well, excuse me, Nell, because baby, I don't want, we'll get that too. Is Nell Deirdre a sideline hoe?
I would not say that, considering when she found out that he was married, she said that she stepped aside to make sure he'd take care of his priorities. So I wouldn't say that. Her introduction to him, she was present, clearly. But I wouldn't call her that. I do understand that when you're done with a marriage, it takes time for things to be completed. So if he decided to date her after he started getting things in motion, that doesn't make, he's no longer there. So I wouldn't call her that. Now, this is based off of what they're sharing on the show. So I don't know in real life if she really was, there, because it's kind of cryptic. the way they handle it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if I would call it that.
I wouldn't call it that either, but you know, we're gonna ask the questions. I had no choice to CP. Now, we're just asking questions, nothing personal. It's just a question, right? Um, do you think she's a sideline hoe, Torby?
I kind of, it's a hard situation.
You saying yes?
No, all right. So we don't know, and as I've kind of been in this situation, I've been a child in this situation.
Oh, the child watching this unfold. So,
Yeah,
and 9 times out of 10, the child is not privy to the intimate details. They just know what they see. You're
right,
not my mom.
right. And so, as a child who has been in this situation, I'm not going to say yes, and I ain't going to say no. I'm going to just say, we weren't there, and that's that. I mean, obviously, even from the previous season, Lexi is hurting. She feels some type of way, and it's her feelings. I can't invalidate somebody's feelings, so I'm gonna just say I can't confirm or deny. It ain't for me to think. All I know is God is the judge, and if the Lord knows all. I don't know.
All right. Listen, I don't think. Here's the thing, and I think it all stems back from Mel and Martell's marriage and his infidelity. That anytime someone dates someone with a unclear or like a non-traditional format, it gets called into question amongst the group because, of course, Martell's infidelity. You know what I mean, and then the accusations of Maurice and Marceau. You know what I'm saying? So everything gets questioned. But when I hear someone say, um, I'm separated, but I'm dating, or I was dating him, but he's separated, to me, it's like, okay, all right, okay, that's okay with me. But I mean, I guess that's being a running concurrent theme throughout the show, infidelity, all this kind of stuff. I guess it is something that is called into question because she likes to portray herself as Mother Willow, and people are like, girl, you was like, what Phaedra did was allegedly hopping through windows, sleeping on air mattresses. Allegedly. That's why I started the question. But I want to believe now, and as far as I'm concerned, she has not really given me a reason not to yet. But I haven't watched season 6 and 7. But what I'm watching this season, she hasn't given me a reason not to believe what she's saying about it. Kimmy, Maurice, Marceau, and Tisha are meeting, and she being Kimmy is hesitant to work with Marceau because Marceau takes his sweet little time with his projects. Um, Marceau said that he takes his time on his personal projects, but the projects that make him money, he goes ahead and he does the job with incompletion to fulfillment. Um, they're going to make him bid with other competitors, and Marceau is not offended by that at all. If anything, he wants to go ahead and do that. And Tisha says, "Well, y'all act like he begging y'all for the job. Do you even want to do the job?" I'm like, "Oh, okay. You making some sense now today." This time. I'm sorry. Tisha don't be making no sense. I'm sorry. I gotta watch season 6 and 7, but I'm at, where I'm at. It's been where she may have been like right, but maybe right place, wrong time. You get what I'm saying? Like, so now it doesn't make sense because why are we talking about this here? You get what I'm saying? Like, she made my ass itch. I'm sorry. I want to like her,
but she make my hair hurt. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Marceau agrees and is fine with submitting a bid and competing. And Kimmy says, she's worried because Tisha is not in her office. The strip mall is not finished. Scott Manor isn't finished either. And from what we all found out at the end of the scene, this man don't even wear his wedding ring.
Nope. Nothing.
Is that an issue? Deidre, is that an issue for you?
Wearing your wedding band?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, if your man has allegedly slept with 20 women, whatever it was,
it's not going to stop just because of a ring. That doesn't stop that. I mean, honestly, it's how you view, who you're with, your vows that you made, the covenant that you made with them. Honestly, a ring is not going to stop no action. These women don't care, and the men don't either. So I wouldn't care about that. I really
Absolutely, absolutely. Tori B. Whoa, the rain didn't mean a thing to you. Remember that? Who leaked that footage of? Who leaked that audio of Kim Zolciak saying the ring didn't mean a thing with no auto tune? That's nasty work, bitch. Who did she piss off? Does the ring mean a thing?
Candy, she ain't pay her.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you can release that. I don't care because I got the money. If I was that type of a person, I wouldn't care. I got the money, sis. But it was still nasty work. Does it matter to you whether or not if you were married, the person would wear a ring or not?
If you want me to be honest,
yes.
Marriage is not what it used to be. And what I mean by that is people don't take it seriously. They do it, to help people get citizenship, Portia. And anyway, you know what I mean. So anyway, they don't take it seriously. People who are married act single, or they do polygamy and all types. So marriage is really not. I've seen it. I'm on the dating sites. I've seen it. I'm telling you, they do not care. So I agree with Deidre. It does not matter. And, Marceau specifically clearly does not care.
Let me tell you something. I hear y'all. Yeah, absolutely 100% right. The both of us. Right? If it don't matter why you ain't got it on.
Right.
Put your motherfucking weight. Oops. Oh.
I mean, if I was married, you better have it on.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me. And I'm still with you. And the people say you've been with 20 plus. Don't play with me.
Oh,
don't play with me.
I'm sorry, you don't know, but they named some of the side chicks at one point. I mean, it's not substantiated, but the folks in Huntsville have named these women.
I mean, you can't just say 20 without somebody being true. Martell mixed lies with the truth.
Ooh, a lot.
You get what I'm saying? It'd be a little bit of truth in that now, but it's a whole lot of fluff around it. He's a fountain of misinformation, right? Mm-hmm. So he's always spouting off misinfo, but somewhere, man, misinformation is a slither of the truth. I don't know if I don't necessarily think.
Well, Mel
I don't really
said
care if it was. I just where there's smoke, there's fire, and I feel like deep down she believes that he has done this stuff before. I mean, her and Kiki had that conversation at the reunion about them having, conversations about him allegedly cheating on her and Kiki being gone home and trying to figure it out with her. But she says if you don't have the proof, then it's not substantiated in her eyes, which is okay. But I think that deep down inside,
she knows. But Miss Wanda said it too.
Sure did. Sure did.
Have y'all been enjoying the Wanda free season?
Yes.
Listen, Wanda is hilarious.
If she just stay in that lane, no, she always.
That's it. That's all we want her for.
But she can't stay in that lane, so she can't stay in that lane. Because I think maybe it's better she don't.
It turns toxic too quick. Yeah.
Very toxic. She thinks she's a cast member, and maybe she is. I don't know, but she really think like she in the intro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Mama Joyce to the max. Courtney and Ken link up. They talk about Tricia's birthday dinner, and he is ready to marry her after 2 years of dating. Ken doesn't want to propose to her until her divorce is final. People still think that she's married when they pop out together, because she is still married when they pop out together. However, he doesn't like the way that it is viewed by people, because it is viewed as if she is either, creeping around, or she, is just doing something that is not so clean in her marriage, when the truth is that they're separated and they met under normal circumstances outside of her actually being married and not making any moves to get a divorce ever. Oh boy. Ken wonders why Martell acted like he did not know Tricia, and it makes him wonder what the hell they had going on, and he doesn't want the speculation to begin, although he has conversation fueling the speculation himself. He agrees that the vibes are weird, and Courtney says, nothing. And Ken, like, she gonna have to handle that and handle that quick. That's a good man, Savannah. But I always have a question, right? When a good man or a good person is with another person that's got a lot going on, and I've asked this question on this platform Torby multiple times, it always makes me wonder why. Like, remember, we're going to bring up Summer House for just a little bit, because on Summer House, I posed the question: if everybody feel like Jordan and Summer are these nasty people, why Preston be hanging around them like that? Now, just because hypothetically speaking, this has nothing to do with them. Just because you like may do drugs, don't mean I do drugs. Just because you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean that, right? But when you hang around a bunch of mean bitches, sorry, mean people, are you a mean girl too? You get what I'm saying? So like, if she's got all this stuff going on that she's so transparent about and has been forthcoming to us, the viewer, about, and he's just like, he's just clean, he's ready to go, he's da 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 da, you know what I mean? Why is he with a broken woman? Is it because he feels like he can fix her, or like, what is going on, Deidre? Like, why is he with her, knowing all of these things?
He's the savior. He wants to swoop in and save the day. Considering whatever she's gone through in her marriage, he wants to prove to her he is not him. So here I am. I'm ready to fight all the battles for you. You don't have to worry about a thing type of person. And I feel sorry for him because it's a slippery slope. And you don't know.
Say, is that sustainable?
If she's been honest about leaving, yes. But if she is still to this day married, no, because this is a waste of his time. That's unfair to him. That's very unfortunate to him, because now he's going to attract somebody that they're going to have to try to fix him. Which, because I'm sure even with counseling, it takes time. And a lot of times we don't want to take the time to sit and sort and figure things out before we maneuver to somebody else. And so now this person has to somewhat pay for what the other person has done. And it's so unfortunate because it's like a cycle of things that doesn't end. You can come holler at me, sir. I'm healed over here. It's okay.
Well, I'll make sure I snip this in inbox. No, I'm not going to do that because I don't want we have to pull up on Tricia now, because Tricia
she can fight.
She could fight.
But that's an interesting perspective. Basically, I'm helping you heal your traumas, and while I'm doing that, because you're so traumatized, you're creating new traumas for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Lack of boundaries too.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. When you go through therapy, you learn that.
Yes.
And this is what I'm saying. It's very unfortunate, and this is why we were talking. You have to also understand, she never said that she filed. Before you even head for divorce, you were supposed to file for a legal separation. I don't even think she did that.
So it's not gonna be a couple of months, is it?
No, but if she had filed for divorce and he refused to sign, they will still grant her a divorce. It just takes, it's a certain amount of days. That's
why I was confused.
It's like
with
3 months, I think.
Yeah, I was like,
you have 90 days to contest.
Yeah.
And if you don't contest within that time period, you are granted a divorce. Mm-hmm. So for me, if y'all just said, oh, we not together and we separated, that means nothing, especially in a court of law. They're going to ask you, how long have you been separated? Did you file legal papers for separation? This is why I say, I don't know if I believe anything Tricia is saying. Exactly. But then also, remember, she said she was going through a lot because her parents passed away.
She was dealing with a lot, absolutely.
So what I'm saying is, she looks like the type to just ball up and just leave the world. Yeah. And so I understand all of that, but you got to heal your traumas. if you really want a better marriage, you have to do the personal work. It's nothing Ken could do to save her. She has to do that personal work. And I had to learn that because good people, positive people attract the needy ones.
Yes.
And I had to learn that through therapy.
Mm-hmm. All right. Whoop, there it is. We're at Nell's party, and Tricia, we're gonna skip all the other stuff. Tricia told Tisha, well, excuse me, we're not at Nell's party. There, I think we did. I did not. I'm sorry, give me 1 second.
Was there?
No, it was, but
Don't do the party. Do the ride to the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, baby, hey. Damn. You're supposed to like cover it. You're not supposed to like show it more for the.
All right, I got you.
Like,
sorry, baby.
And this is what we talk about. When y'all say I be bullying her, she doesn't like me because that's you see what she did, right? All right, y'all saw it. Boom. Comment on that. Somebody bring that up. Now that's crazy. Okay, yes. All right. Very good. So we are in the, I'm sorry, you guys. We are in the Sprinter vans. I say now, that's what the budget at, baby. Love and Marriage Husband got the budget. Either it's the budget that they pay for it out of their own pocket because they all millionaires, except for maybe Tricia and King. You think they're millionaires?
They're not.
I think they had a white refrigerator. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, they're not. It's not like they own
it's really not.
They don't own their own gym.
How you know?
They don't. They work out at
the same
gym.
If they're smart, they would create and devise a workout plan. Mm-hmm. I would be working these cast members out on camera if they were smart, and I would get a new gym by the end of the season. I would have a gym.
They in the same gym they've been that Marceau and them been working out at.
This lady has not filed for a divorce in 5 years. She don't own no gym.
I'm trying, Tricia, dog, man. I'm trying. I'm giving you the plan. Mm-hmm. If this is what you do, you're supposed to get on this show and do it, right? Get on the show and do it. By the time you work around, you need to be breaking ground. At least announce that you're breaking ground on something. Hopefully, you get a second season so they can watch you build it and get people in. So that'll really help your business. But if not, you need to start the business so that way you would have at least established a source of income within a relevant time frame to your appearance on this show.
I agree.
Come on. Give me a membership because I helped you. Huh?
You got to go to therapy first.
Oh shit. Okay, so Tricia, they on the thing. They on the thing, man. Tricia says that Tisha told her to watch out about Nell because Nell will get in your face with her up down. She'll get in your face. And then she also said that Tisha said that Stormy could be one way at times and then she could be the other way at times, which sounds like Tisha said that. Like, what exactly are we saying here? Do you know what I mean? Like, are we saying that she's two-faced? Like, I think I do fundamentally get what she's saying, but it leaves a lot up for interpretation if she wasn't clearer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, I get what she's saying. She can be one way and she can be the other because that's how we talk. And we automatically know, but when you repeat that back, it sounds stupid.
Right.
So, I'd be like, oh, okay. Right. Which way am I today? Like, what? Anyway. Tisha. Basically, I guess a flip-flopper. I don't know. She was just saying Stormy, be on that bullshit, pretty much. Stormy sent Tisha and Marceau an invite to her event, and they are in their van thinking that that's weird considering their heated exchange at the reunion. Courtney says he only likes Chris and Martell. He doesn't like the Scotts. And he says, she says, Stormy says, well, what about Maurice? He don't really do anything of note except for pissing me off all the time. Me, the viewer, me.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, me. Because I don't like him.
The viewers don't like him either.
I don't like him. But I don't know how long it took y'all not to like his ass. But when he showed his true colors at that reunion, season 1, I said, oh no, baby. You can't be You can't be Switzerland and then you choose inside and you telling me, oh no, you're right. But at the end of the day, you're loyal to keep lying with your brother. I'm not dumb, we're not dumb, so you just need to stay out of it.
Right.
Y'all know I was hot about that a couple weeks ago when I saw that. I ain't like that. Anyway. You know what Maurice remind me of?
You said a gargoyle. Go ahead.
Huh?
You said a gargoyle.
Dr. Jackie.
Who?
Because Dr. Jackie does that. Oh, I'm Dr. Jackie. I'm not on anybody's side. Oh, I haven't done anything. Oh, I don't take no sides. I'm Dr. Jackie. And she always on Heavenly's side, right or wrong.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like people like that. If you gonna be the peacemaker, make the peace. If you gonna be the call out person, call everybody out, keep your mouth shut. Do not validate me in any moment. And then at the end of the day, still take up for who you taking up for. If it ain't me, and I'm right. Now, if I'm wrong, then that's one thing. But if you Switzerland, be Switzerland. And I know it is supremely, I will just be like, listen, you right, but that's my brother. Boom. That's all but he never said that, you know?
Yeah.
But what he will do is, he will tell you to calm down, Then when you and his brother get to swinging, instead of him saying calm down, he's swinging on you too. When I saw that shit, I said, oh, I know he's lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
He ain't wrong as far as him taking up for his brother, because that's what we're going to do naturally. We're naturally inclined to do that. But don't also make yourself to be somebody that you're not.
Right.
Because to me, that's fake and that's deceptive. And, you know, it's just not cool for you to come to me under. Now, that's the one person to be, that's the person to be one way and act another.
She's not going to say that, though. Marceau calls his ass out, though.
Ooh, Maurice still made me damn, man.
Yep, Marceau will call him out on camera.
Just 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 moment.
He pissed.
You sit up there and do that to me, don't you? Because now you gaslighting me. Oh my God, now that's terrible for your ass.
But I do like that. I like that Courtney
said,
called his ass out. I
me
love
too.
Woo, I love me too. You know what? I like Courtney.
I do too.
I like Courtney.
Courtney
called that ass out. Mm-hmm. And he called him out because you had every right. The way you spoke about Kimmy, how she should roll over and give you some ass, even though she's going through chemo. And Marceau called him out on that too. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, and I like that moment between him and Stormy. She was like, yeah, baby, because if I was going through that, you take care of me. That's a real man.
Right.
I respect Courtney for that.
Right.
I would have left his ass right there. Kimmy better than me.
Yup. Sure.
Where's she going?
She still got time, love.
She's older than him, woman. Right?
Yes.
She's a beautiful woman.
She's older than him. Mm-hmm.
She's still a beautiful woman. Somebody that been snatched up and chopped up with a biscuit.
No, I'm not saying that, but you know, it's the dating out here is hard.
It ain't.
I get it, but that is disgusting. Like that, I've married a disgusting person.
But she could have stopped that. She could have stopped it.
Oh, maybe she was letting it go on for a storyline. What you think?
I think that's how he is. I think he's chauvinistic like that. Mm-hmm. I think
his brother was.
So. Big thing.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, Deirdre, what did you think about the dueling rides?
I felt like it was something to show.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Don't worry about it. Maurice and Marceau tell Nell and Chris's children that the family strife comes with this platform. In essence, I'm gonna ask you this, Deidre. Are they projecting their family strife issues that they've had played it over the years, or are they giving them word to the wise? Like, you know, smarten them up, like, hey, y'all on this show, this is what's going to happen, deal with it and get used to it, because this is what comes with the platform. It affects everything.
Definitely, they do have to get accustomed to that, because it is a new playing field that they're in. Mm-hmm. So I commend them for at least saying it, because generally they don't. So yeah, they should have told him.
Okay. Now, Tori B. Tisha wants Mel to address Marceau, but she wants to wait and not ruin the event. Should she have addressed Marceau then, or should she have waited?
Nope. Mel is so unbothered this whole scene, and I love that for her. She was like, Tisha, don't touch my glasses. I'm in the club. Don't. And I felt like even from the jump, she was being too aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Tisha was being aggressive. Why are you touching that lady face?
Right.
And she was just team too much. She had too much liquor in that ride.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch my glasses. You ain't paid for them. Don't touch my face. And I just love how Mel paid it dust. And she was like, no, we talk about that later. But I do find it very interesting how they always, when every time Marceau say something slick, something he ain't supposed to say, they got some solo. Them two have like a solo scene together.
Here you go. Are you perpetuating the rumor?
No, I'm not. But I'm just making, that's a notation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I feel like who's to say that Marceau is not the one that's initiating this shit, so he could get a solo sequel. I'm just saying, I'm making a notation. Check. Okay. They have another solo sequel coming up.
Deirdre, what are your thoughts on Troy B's thoughts about the solarization of the scenerization between the Mellorization and the Marceauization?
I do think that is something to pay attention to because it does keep happening. It's happened more than once. And then there's always a big blowout with Tisha at the end of it all. She feels some type of way about a scene. Yeah, I agree with Tori. It is something to watch.
Well, maybe that's why she wanted her to have the conversation then.
In front of her.
Definitely.
Girl, you ain't gonna control me.
Yeah, they're gonna do it without me pretty much.
Yeah. And then there was a situation when Mel and Martell was going through it, and I forgot the whole thing, but this was when he in the midst of the cheating thing and they were separating. And Marceau came and got her or took her away from the situation. Tisha ain't like that too much.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah. So
she's been paying close.
He showed her the type of care that she wished that he showed. He showed Mel the type of care that she wished that he showed her.
Period. Mm-hmm. Everybody say Marceau got a crush on her.
That's not evidence. Let me stop.
No, it's not.
The way she is on the drink, I'm interested, Tisha. I'm interested.
No, I was saying, ooh, like I'm like, ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm interested to see how she really is at home because now I'm starting to feel like there is a reason he does not like her. Because Marceau does not.
You know what I've noticed? She a lot like Miss Wanda on that lid.
Yes.
I noticed that. I was like, damn, this feel like Wanda.
Yes.
So Nell arrives, her half up, her up and down. She turns up. I said, get it there. Get it sexy.
Get it. It was giving get it sexy.
Nell right.
And dumping on her man. Okay, now.
Get it now.
That's what she needed to be doing.
They so at those events they either play whatever they're playing, they overdub the music, or they have like their own soundtrack of like, factory music that they can use during the events, right? A lot of people hate going to like the events at the club and stuff like that because, or like the events period, because you can't really turn up because it's not the music not giving that, So I wonder what music they use for real. You think it was like calling now, because it's now, I'm sure she liked the Motown.
Isley Brothers.
Who's that lady? She was like,
who's that lady? That's my shit.
Who's that lady?
You give me footsteps in the dark too.
Did you know what my note be?
You was on the right note.
Okay, well anyway.
Who's that lady? Yeah.
Yes. Listen, I'm giving now hell because I tend to give people hell who I like the most. I don't know if anybody's ever picked that up about me, but if I'm always like poking at you and picking with you and like Joseph, going back and forth with you, I kind of like it. So I like that. They're funny to me. I haven't watched, people do not like her. I did call her out last week and I called her fake. because that was fake.
It was.
And I'm very fair. You know, I'm a
Yeah.
hey, you being fake, but I like Nell. I'm sorry.
I do
Yeah,
I would hope to be
she's
whatever age.
spicy.
Yeah.
I like her spice. She's
Yeah.
like,
Me
I
too.
want to be like that at any age, not even like at my age. I can be like that sometimes, but I'm getting older now. I'm like, yeah. But I would like to be like that at my age and at her age, still just
Right.
like having a great quality of life. You know, having fun and being able to let your hair half down and half up and kick it. You know, just kick, just that was just kick. Yes, now, yes. It's a preview of next week's episode, y'all. It's like 5 seconds into the episode, and the bottle's ring, and they do like this thing, and it where it's like, and now it's just like, I'm
slow
like,
motion.
give it. Anyway, now really had me turned up. I'm sorry, now had me turned up entirely. Okay, so Mel says that Nell looks 20, and Tisha said, "Nah, that bitch look 30." And I said, "Oh my god." I'm sorry. I done watched 6 seasons straight of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I'm gonna say this show not funny like that, and I think that's the missing part for me.
Mhm.
Like they have maybe a little humor, but it's always so heavy all the time that
Yes.
this is the first time I genuinely have laughed watching this show because this whole thing had me hollering. Like I laughed. Like I'm gonna read it exactly how I wrote it so y'all can know that I'm not lying about how bad I laughed, right? So she say she looked 30. I say hell nah, right? I'm like, I was that well that tickled me, right? So oops, that bitch, I would tickle pink, bitch. Anyway, Tisha's had a few drinks and she is all riled up. Tricia confirms that she's related to Chris Fletcher, and then Tisha points out that Tricia is a trainer and she wants to look like Tricia. And now said, "Well, bitch, you better get started."
That was funny, y'all. That was a read.
I typed it. Wait, Torby. I typed it. I put LOL, OMG, and I never do that in notes. Like, why am I LOLing in a note? You see what I'm saying? I holler. I watched that back like 4 times. Like, I'm gonna watch it back. I was gonna put it up here, but we of course can't really show that. Like that. Oh my god, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen on Love and Marriage Huntsville, in my opinion.
She be
That was
reading
brilliant.
people.
She sure do.
Nell be reading people.
Sure
But
do.
no, he started it while I'm talking about that bitch
She
look
did.
like.
It.
And
No, the
she will
bitch look
cuss your
30.
ass
That was
out.
shade.
She cuss out Martell every time he disrespect her.
I can't wait to get to it. Listen, that felt like that's the first time I've watched the show, and I was like, this feels like Housewives. That was funny.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yo, Tisha say, I'm trying to get like Tricia. I want to look just like her. And they'll say, well, you better get busy. How ain't nobody lose it in that moment? That I would have screamed in the middle of that scene. I would have said, ah! What was everybody on that they didn't catch that? That was, I would have been in
Kimmy
that
caught
confessional
it.
packet up in my
Yeah,
confessional
Kimmy, I was
Kimmy
about to
caught
say
it.
Kimmy caught it. Yeah.
Oh, she caught it.
She did.
She was, well, what? You know, she got upset then. A read for a read.
Yep.
You read me.
Yep.
I read you back.
Yep.
Now let's move forward.
Yep.
Nell
Right?
said, I ain't that old, bitch. I caught what you said.
I know what the day is. I ain't that old. Shit. I know that's right. So Tricia became a trainer after her parents. Oh my God, that is so funny to me. That's the funniest thing I've ever watched on the show in general. Tricia became a trainer after her parents passed, and she wanted to be alive at 55. Mel says that she has angels watching over her. Now I have a question. I don't want to stop my breakdown for this because this is the last scene, but I do have a question about this, and I want to address it now. Deidre, considering that Martell was acting like he didn't know who she was, and it kind of left it up in the air for interpretation. And Stormy kept trying to figure out how they knew each other, why they was acting weird and stuff like that. And it kind of feels like they may have had some sort of past dealings. You know what I mean? Is this trifling? Because we see, of course, Mel doesn't know it. I don't know, but I know what Torbia. Somebody's gonna say she's not producer. She don't. No, not all the time. You don't know, right? Or you don't know what's filmed, at least, you know what I mean? So Mel saying, well, you got angels watching over you, just being comforting in that moment, right? Um, is this trifling? Because there's obviously some sort of history that we're not getting full transparency from Martell and Tricia about between them and the brother or all three of them or whatever, right? So would you be weirded out watching this back and knowing, seeing that scene and then knowing that you were comforting? Like, is that weird? Is that trifling? And then
I
if it is trifling, it's
mhm.
Stormy trifling and on her get back like everybody say Mel be doing. As you know, everybody say Mel bring the girls around to get at the girls. So now is Trisha bringing, excuse me, Stormy bringing Trisha to get at Mel? We gotta be fair. We gotta ask all the questions. Deidre, what do you think?
I do think that is trifling.
Oh, okay.
I think it's awkward considering how is it that you went to school with the brothers and you don't know her because it's not given that you know Mel. So it's very, I don't know. I was watching it like I don't know how I would feel about that, but I would feel some type of way. So I don't know. I hope that there has been some sort of run-in prior, because even with the introduction, it doesn't give. Oh, we've met before.
Yeah.
So it's weird. So it's like, well, what are y'all trying to do? Because that was a very awkward scene with Stormy and whatever her name is, the new girl, and Tricia. Yeah. And it was like, well, I would feel some type of way. I would feel some type of way as a woman. Don't play in my face. And that's for her and Stormy because you don't want it done to you. So don't do that to me. I think it's just common courtesy. Hey, I have a friend. She knows Martell. I'm not saying that there's something going on. She went to school with him. Just give a heads up. But I know she didn't get one because the introduction of things just does not give, like it's not warm. It's like, oh, hi type of thing. It's weird. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. I thought so too. That's why I wanted to put a pin in it. Tori B is a weird.
It is weird, but at the same time, remember Mel said, I don't put nothing past nobody, especially
Right.
when it comes to Martell. The thing is that I feel like Stormy figured they knew each other. That's so I don't think Stormy. How would she know they was humping if they was? I'm
I
not
mean,
saying they was.
listen, now I get what you're saying, but the reason why I posed the question is because, um, Mel has been accused of, bringing Kiki in to do dirty work or bringing in people to
Yeah,
do dirty work. There has been tension between Mel and Stormy. You bring this girl in, you know that she knows the brother, or she knows Martell, and she thought she knew him. You get what I'm saying?
but even in that
So,
scene, it seemed like Stormy was like, "What the hell going on? I thought y'all knew each other." Like she was like, "Wait," and she
do you
asked
feel
her.
like that reaction was genuine, or was it like rehearsed?
No, I don't think it didn't give. Let me tell you something about Stormy. I've never seen a scene with Stormy where it felt like she rehearsed anything.
Okay.
Stormy, she gonna curse. She gonna give you natural emotion.
Now, I just want to be clear. These questions, this is not at
No,
all
no,
me
I
giving
know.
my opinion. This is just
Hypothetical.
question. You get no, not hypothetical. This is stuff that is happening. We watch shows when stuff like this happens. They do
Right.
this. You get
Right.
what I'm saying? So everything that happens on the screen can be called into question. So we just call it into question. If you believe it, you believe it. You don't, you don't. And then I'm gonna tell you what I think.
No, because Stormy was in that conversation. She was like, "Nah, this shit is weird. What's going on, y'all?" She kind of alluded. She was like, "Y'all acting very weird."
That's what made her ask at the end, who do you
Yeah.
know more, the brother or Martell? And she was like,
Yeah.
oh, the brother. So it's still like that thing, like, okay, but you said you went to school with them. What's off about this? It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Something not adding up. But that's why I asked, do we think that she knew coming in? Because if she knew coming in and then they sitting in the front of each other, I would say in the front like Nene, they're sitting in the front of each other having this conversation, the male is being comforting, I would wear her ass out at the reunion. I'm telling
Me
you, I
too.
really would.
Me
I would
too.
wear her out at the reunion. I
Mhm.
would. I don't know if she knows. I don't know. I like Stormy though, but that doesn't mean that because I like her, I don't put we don't put nothing past anybody. It's television. This is what they
Right.
do. This is the game to keep the chat going. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm gonna err on the side of caution right now and give everybody the benefit of the doubt and say no. She didn't do it with malicious intent, but you have to. It does make you wonder if you and Mel not getting along, regardless of whatever the relationship that Tricia has with whatever the relationship is that Tricia had with Martell and his brother. You brought them on her and them onto the show, knowing that she has some sort of a relationship with them, and you're in adversary to Mel. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I
So
also wonder what did they set up? Like, did you say you wanted to bring her on as a friend? Like it's with her being her trainer. I don't know. It's just so many. Then how do you not know that she's not a male trainer? So it's like, do you even know her? You just saying
that's a
she.
good question. It doesn't
That's
seem
what
like
it
they're as close. They
is.
know each other but don't know each other.
Yeah,
Trisha
it's very
said it's weird because Trisha told Ken, she was like, I saw him the other day at Target.
right,
So
right.
that's why I'm saying it's very, I don't know, it's very interesting. And
We're gonna
Huntsville is small.
Huntsville is, but we're gonna put a pin in this because we don't have enough. I don't have enough to give a yes or a no. I just it's something I got my own. I tell you that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Don't let me down, Stormy. But I haven't watched season 6 and season 7, so maybe Mel did something to warrant this get back. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know.
No,
No, it was Stormy's mom all in the mix
it
with
really
it.
is Stormy's
That's where I'm
mom.
at right now. She was
Yeah.
like, Stormy is like, she wishes her mom was there on social media. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, yeah. It was really Stormy's mom. It
Her
didn't.
mom would let Mel have it on that damn Twitter, wasn't it?
Yes, she was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Everybody want to see the camera. When they see the camera, and I'm guilty of that too. When the camera turned on, I did ready to bed. I was like, kind of nice. You know what I mean? Like, so cameras make people do crazy things. I'm telling you. All right. I wanted to get that conversation in. Okay. Tisha tells Trisha that all of the ladies can be feisty, especially Nell. Um, but Tisha does not think that she herself is feisty, even though she was being feisty in the moment. Or maybe she don't think she was feisty. Maybe she was just drunk in the moment. I don't know, but it came off feisty. Nell says that she doesn't mess with anyone and she stays in her own lane and hasn't done anything to Tisha. Tisha says that she's going to call Mel Melody and Nell Linnell because Nell and Mel sound too much alike. Um, Nell says, no, you're not. My name is Nell. Her name is Mel. And you're going to address me as such. I'm going to start calling you Tish. And Tisha says, yeah, okay, whatever, Linnell.
Tish.
And
Tish.
Nell
Tish.
says,
Tish. Not,
whatever.
no, there's a reason for that. All right, so let me explain it. And I noticed this and I said it on Twitter. Nell has been calling Tisha Tish all last season.
Yep.
And when this was brought back up, I was like, oh, I didn't realize this season she started calling her Tisha. And what it seems like to me is they had a conversation. Maybe Tisha corrected her.
That's not my name.
That's not my name. And so when she retorted back, she was like, because I call you Tish. And I'm like, oh,
See that shade because I haven't gotten to it yet. So I'm glad that you guys are here. So yeah, Nell definitely be throwing shade. Ooh, we okay, Nell. You bro.
Yeah, that's what I said. She been on it. I thought I was the only one that peeped it.
Okay. So yeah. So then Nell lets Tisha know that she's doing the absolute fucking most. And I said, I know that's right, well, Lord, no. She is doing the most out there, tequila. She's starting, when I post she's starting on my Instagram. She's starting. That means I got the alcohol. I'm going to the margarita. She's starting. So that happens. And then Tisha says they'll talk, and Nell has no clue about what because she doesn't know. She like, what are we talking about? What? And Stormy says, well, it's kind of weird because she don't know why you want to talk to her because she don't feel like she did nothing to you. And then Tisha said, no, bitch, let me tell you what's weird. I was like, oh my God. She said, let me tell you what's weird. You invited me to your Cocky Baby event, and you know me and you got to it going down to the reunion last season. I think that's weird. And so Stormy said, well, since we talking about the reunion, what you mean go pop some pills? What you mean? Because what you mean by that? What you mean by go pop some pills?
What up?
And Tisha said, what I said, go pop some more. And scene. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Now, Tori B, what the hell going on?
All right.
Because Tisha was drunk boots. And
Two things.
Well, hold on, but for me, it doesn't add up as to why she was like so ready to go with Nell. And this must be because I haven't watched season 7 yet. Because I'm not understanding. These girls haven't even been around each other like this season 6. I mean, this season. And this is what's been missing, honestly. We need more group scenes with the girls.
Yeah, yep. So, number one, Mel was in her confessional being shady boo. She was like,
okay.
She said, Tisha and all these drinks. I see Wanda Jr.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was like validated because I was like, this feel like Wanda coming out.
And then Kimmy also had a confessional, and she was like, she called her Tisha. Tisha done showed up to the event. I was sitting here like, oh my God. But number one, Nell does not have an issue with Tisha unless Tisha is upset that Nell was calling her Tisha all this time. That's the only thing I could think of. Mm-hmm. Or, no. I'm sorry. When they went to Texas, she could be mad about
her bringing
the Kiki thing, right?
But I thought they fixed that.
So that's the only two things I could say would be an issue. Number one. Number two is, I think, well, all right. When last season 7, Stormy was a advocate for Kiki. So was Melody. Mm-hmm. But Kiki, like Stormy was like, when she was invited to Texas, Kiki could stay with us. She ain't got to stay here. So I feel like that's some of the reason, and that's why that stuff started at the reunion. Mm-hmm. But I don't even know why Tisha had to be drunk, and we know that because Stormy is not the one. Mm-hmm. And we all know that. Stormy is on go when she's ready to go. Mm-hmm. And Tisha does not have that.
No fear. She wasn't scared.
Yeah, but remember Stormy and Destiny was about to fight at that Galentine's. Stormy got a short feud. I mean, like, for real. And to me, like, here's another thing. Remember that Stormy was, I don't understand why she's saying the pop and the pill things. Stormy is just like, I'm an advocate for the underdog. Yes, she supported Kiki, but she said, like, I have a friend who was, strung out on drugs. So I feel for her and they need support. So really what Tisha is doing is throwing something back in Stormy's face that really isn't her issue. She has never shared that she was addicted to drugs at one point.
That's a dangerous narrative to perpetuate.
Right. And so just because she supports people through their drug addiction does not mean she's a drug addict. So that in itself, that is the reason why Stormy was like, what? Like, if you really want to go there, I was trying to glaze over it, but we can go there. So in all honesty, she was dead ass wrong. It was just unnecessary. The only thing you could really say is that she called your husband a bitch, and y'all, that's it.
Stand on that though.
Yeah. Fine, but he was a bitch.
Yes.
I'm sorry. He was a bitch.
Yes.
And they have very poor communication. And once you see the Espo, the stuff with the Espo, you could understand, because that's where the real conflict between Tisha and Marceau.
The Espo is what they wanted everybody to do for free, right?
Yes.
Right.
I see how about now. A whole lot swole up.
Yeah. So that's where the conflict.
But I'm up.
Yeah, that's where the conflict really started. And so really, they did have a conversation, but obviously, people are still salty. But I'll leave it there.
Deidre.
I agree. It's something to see, though, considering they were close at one point. Mm-hmm. And Tisha was then the underdog before
Yeah.
Her cousin came on. So although I understood, Tisha is apparently the type of person where if somebody has wronged me, you cannot be their friend. Same with Destiny.
She is
I
like
need you
that.
to be my ally on my side at all time.
Mhm.
And it doesn't always work like that. Um, and it's not that I don't have your back, but I am going to be neutral with all parties involved, considering, this is a heavy situation. Your cousin is battling an addiction, and you don't have no friends on the show. So it's a slippery slope because I'm trying to be there to save both parties involved. Now I'm caught in the middle, and then your husband pulled a fast one on me. Like, what do you expect me to do in my response? You know what I mean? It's not saying that I'm not your friend, but hey, you kind of pulling me in different directions where you don't want me to say anything to your husband. You don't want me to have any loyalty to your cousin, but I don't have anything to do with either of these situations because his poor communication should not affect me. And her addiction has nothing to do with me. I just want to be, a person of, I guess, strength as a friend. It made me wonder, what do you know of her having some kind of addiction? Because why would you say that? Considering y'all were friends, why
Yeah.
would you say that?
It's weird.
Very, but Tisha is weird. Um,
To put it lightly, I guess I'm seeing.
I don't want to say the wrong thing,
You
but
can.
she definitely needs some evaluation. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, no, don't say that. Yeah, don't say that.
No, what
Right.
I mean, like intensive. She needs to talk to someone because it does not translate well at all.
Because she was just, for me, I was like, well, obviously, I'm missing the missing links from season 7 because she was just so turned up.
Yeah, she's finally found her voice, and good for her. Um,
But it's
just using it
still,
on the wrong people.
yeah. And the thing is, when you find your voice, and I was telling someone about this because believe it or not, darling, I was once a meek, mild mannered twink,
Me too.
and the trait, if you will. You better ask me. You better ask the people about me. You better Google. But
So
you know,
was
people,
I. I was quiet and shy at one
you was the
point.
trait. Oh, okay, quiet as shit. Okay. So yes, and then when I started going out on the gay scene, bitches was hating, and at this point, I'm grown enough to say that because I used to be like, no, that's not what's going on. That's not what's happening. You know what I mean? Bitches was hating. That's what was going on, right? That's what's going on. They were hating on me, and because I was young, when you're ushered, y'all, it's like society. Like when you're ushered into the gay scene, especially back then, and you get, you're young, you're black, you're decent looking, and it wasn't just me. This is what happens in a lot in it, at that time. It doesn't, not so much now, but you have to understand when I came out after I graduated high school, so this is like the 07, 08, like around that time. We still were dealing with. It was still like if you watch Pose, the way that show is structured as far as the gay beauty community is concerned, we didn't. We had gay families in Florida. We didn't really have ballroom scene, but we had gay families, and so it was like that, and it's not like that anymore. You know what I mean? Because now it's more widely accepted, and so there are gay families, but they're more prominent in ballroom as opposed to just for the sheer existence that you needed to exist back then, right? And so, depending upon who house you was in or who you was hanging with, people automatically liked you or did not like you considering your association, even if it had absolutely nothing to do with you and it was, pre-existing before you got there. You know what I mean? I never forget my gay mother at the time was like, bitch, I had just broke up with my boyfriend. I had just, fell out with my good friend. And so I was starting to go out by myself for the first time ever in my life, like go out to the clubs and stuff by myself. He was like, bitch, I see how they be talking to you and treating you. And he gave me a box cutter. He gave me a box cutter, was like, you're going to need this because these bitches is crazy, and they be trying you. And so through those experiences, I had to find my voice. And as I was finding my voice, I was loud and anybody could get it. You know what I mean? And it takes, when you have so long not having a voice, it's gonna take you just as long when you find your voice to correct it and fine tune and realize, oh, okay, maybe I need to say that
And
because I
pull
wasn't.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think we needed to get this because she looked crazy as hell to me, and so I
Yeah.
was thinking maybe it was something from season 7 that is just not being addressed 6 episodes into the season or whatever, right? But which
She
is
don't know how to address it in a constructive manner. She
it just
doesn't.
was so it was just felt
You
so
need to go back to
misplaced.
that therapist. That
Yeah.
man.
Where is he at? Where's Mr. Willow Man been? Because Yoda was like getting their ass together, and then all of a sudden Tiffany and them got red and they quit and they ran out on the session. I ain't seen them really since.
Yeah. She
Oh, he
needed.
was getting Tiffany and Big Tiffany together. What's the husband name?
Luke, big Luke.
Okay, big. You know, I said Big Tiffany, but Big Lou. Tiffany and Big Lou, he was getting their ass together.
Yeah. They needed it.
They needed it, but yeah, when you have finally found your voice, it's gonna take you some time to correct it and not be awkward. Because she showed up on one, and I think she's also gonna have to find her voice with the absence of liquid courage.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
when you know you're making it.
One
Yep.
margarita.
I mean,
One
listen, I love my
margarita.
margaritas, but my friends is like, girl, you can't drink vodka no more because every time you drink vodka, we end up getting into it with somebody.
I mean, she was on that straw. Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Throwing
Marcel,
her
come
back.
get your wife. Come get your
He said she can't have a bottle. She said, yes, I can. I said, girl.
No, you can't. And he gonna get her ass together next week, and I'm like, Lord Jesus, I don't know how she stays with this man. Because you're not gonna keep dogging me out 8 seasons on
on
camera like this.
camera.
On
You
camera.
can have this conversation, just don't have it on camera.
He be eating her ass. Oh,
Always.
Mm-hmm.
She don't get no grace.
Mm-mm.
Like he
oh,
perfect.
Yeah.
we.
Right.
Talk to me nice, or don't talk to me at all.
She need to ask her, when you gonna finish this house?
In the office, and the strip mall, and the
And
all
time
right, you.
lawsuits.
Ooh, we're not gonna touch it. I
They
want to thank
definitely
you.
do, because Mel brought that shit.
We're not touching it.
I'm not. We don't know
We're
nothing
not touching. We're
about
gonna
it.
move on.
No.
We're gonna see the people next week. We're gonna move on. We're gonna see the people next week. With that being said, Tori B, thank you for coming. Everybody, welcome Deirdre to the first show. You know, Jasmine is here as well. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Love and Marriage Huntsville Review. This is No Chaser TV. Like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Leave us, some comments. Let us know what you think. And we'll see you throughout the week with our regularly scheduled programming and maybe a couple of surprises this week. Who knows? Who knows, darling? With that being said, we'll see y'all next time. And never forget that Tisha said that she wanted to like Trish and Tricia, and then they'll say, "Well, bitch, you better hurry up." Oh my God, that's the best thing I've seen all week. Bye, y'all. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.